YouTube, what's up? How are y'all doing today? What's up, subscribers, new subscribers, my current subscribers? How's everybody doing today? I hope you guys are good. So today, you see we got a blank board here, right? The point of this conversation today is to help some of you guys that don't have scat packs purchase scat packs, or maybe even put it in perspective of what it takes to buy one of these cars. I'm gonna get a little more in depth with it because what I have learned is that people are not as financially literate as they should be. And a lot of people wanna purchase these cars, they can't purchase them, or they don't have the finances to. And then there are a lot of people that purchase these cars, they can't afford them. And as we talked about in a previous video, affording and purchasing are two different things. Just break it down to you a little bit on what's called a DTI, a debt to income ratio, because DTI is what you're gonna base your purchases, your loans, your life off of. And I get it, you know, this is a very drilled down conversation, but to be able to purchase a car like this, I feel like you need to understand finances to understand what it takes to purchase a vehicle like this. So any car you buy, you need to worry about DTI. But for a car like this, you know, I'm just gonna explain to you the way that you should look at it and what it takes to purchase something like this. So for instance, let's talk about DTI, right? A good DTI is gonna be 36% to 43% max, right? For any purchase, whether that be your mortgage, 43 for mortgage, 36% for auto loan. Paying for cash, this is not something that you have to worry about. If you want a loan on a vehicle like this, a Charger, a Scat Pack, a Mustang 5.0, it's gonna be the same across the board. But for me specifically, we're gonna talk about this. So DTI is your debt to income ratio. And this is how much money you make compared to how much debt you have out there. So when you're looking to purchase a car like this is what you should be trying to make sure it makes sense right here, because you don't want to put yourself in a financial situation where you buy this car and can't afford to upkeep it, which, you know, I have heard of a situation where a guy bought a car like this and couldn't pay money to get his tires put on his car. A guy bought a car, you know, similar to this and couldn't pay to get something fixed on it because he didn't buy in the warranty. 36% or lower, right? So for instance, let's use some real life numbers. Let's use real life numbers here. So let's say we make, let's say $5,000 a month, right? And $5,000 a month ain't really a lot of money, but let's just say, okay, for some people, let's be relative here, right? It's relative. Some people it is a lot of money, but it's not really a lot of money a month. So for $5,000 a month, you shouldn't be buying a car like this unless you're living at home with your parents. So let's say you know, make $5,000 a month, right? So in order to purchase a $50,000 car, let's base our numbers off of $5,000 a month. So let's say you bring in $5,000 a month. Let's say your rent is gonna be, let's say, 1,000, right? You got utilities, right? Let's say utilities are 200, and let's say you got other, right? And other is gonna be your phone bill, gas, whatever other necessities you have to live life, groceries. Let's say your other is 300, right? You make $5,000 a month, and then I don't know, let's call other 800, because realistically we all got more than $300 in extra payments. So let's call other 800, right? So we got 1,000, 2,000. So this is $2,000, right? So your debt to income ratio is going to be the difference in what's left over here, which is going to be 3,000 a month left over. Okay, so if you got 5,000 and you got 3,000 left over, that's good, because a 36% debt to income to 5,000 is $1,800 a month. So your bills cannot be in excess of $1,800 a month. It just can't. So 5,000 divided by 0.36 is 1,800. 5,000 divided by 0.36 is 1,800. So your bills cannot be more than $1,800 a month to be able to afford whatever necessities you want in life, right? And let's say that we know that we can't pay more than $1,800 a month, right? With this formula we have here, the debt to income ratio is already in the 40% range. So with these basic necessities off of $5,000 a month, we're already in a 40% range of our debt to income. So that's 3,000 left over. Look at that. I was even saying that was good at first, but looking at this now, $3,000 left over is still not a good debt to income ratio. So let's say if we made $6,000 a month, right? So we made $6,000 a month, and debt to income ratio 0.36 is going to be around $2,100 a month. I don't know the exact math on that, but you can't have more than $2,100 a month in bills. So here we go again. Let's say we make $6,000 a month, right? So you got rent, $6,000 a month. Your rent probably going to be around like $1,200, right? $1,200 in rent. And let's say we got utilities. I'm trying to write upside down, guys. All right, utilities, we're gonna say still, let's say $200 a month. This other is gonna be your groceries, your cell phone, your car insurance. And now we're gonna say that we have a car purchase currently. So let's say other is gonna be groceries. Let's say that's $400 a month. And let's say your cell phone is gonna be $120 a month. So now we got $520. We got insurance is $60 a month. So we got $580. And let's say that we got a car payment of, let's say $420. So $420 plus $580 is what, $1,000. So now we got $1,000. Right? So $1,000, and that's a $420 car payment. Which $420, as we know, this is, unless you're trading something in, you're not going to get a $50,000 car for $420. So you're going to be looking at around a $26,000 car with a good interest rate. All right, let's look at this. Let's do the math now. So we got 6,000. Then we got minus 6,000 minus 1,200 minus 200 minus 420. Let's do the math here. So we got 6,000 minus 1,200 is going to be 4,800, right? Minus 200, 4,600. Okay. Minus 420, 4,180. So 4,180. My math might be wrong on that. So you got $4,180 left over from that. Okay. So as long as our bills don't exceed 2,100, we straight. So now 6,000 minus 4,180 it's going to be 19. So 6,000 minus the 4,180 that we have in expenses is going to put us at around $1,800. So 1,800. Remember, we couldn't go over 2,100. So we're already at our 0.36 debt to income ratio. So with that being said, making $6,000 a month. If you want to keep your DTI low, you should not be paying more than $420 a month. If your rent is $1,200, utilities are $200, and you got, your car insurance, your cell phone bill, your groceries, and your car payment all equal up to over $1,000. Like, this is just high level math on this, guys. When it comes to affording a car that you desire, keep this in mind, please. Please keep this in mind. I want to be able to help you guys make an informed decision. Do not just buy a car, or do not just buy a debt just because other people have it or you want to look cool. For instance, if you got your stimulus back and you spend it at the Gucci store or the Louis store just to look good, and you really don't have the income to be shopping in that location, this right here is probably for you, because you are making decisions that are going to slow down your life's growth. This formula will save you over the long run. So I understand that this subject may be a little mundane to some who already know this, but there are a lot of people out there who are making purchases and don't have the financial knowledge or just the financial literacy to afford the right vehicle. You can purchase vehicles, you can purchase assets, but can you afford the asset? And that's what you have to look forward to Guys, I'm here to answer any questions you have for you. I don't know everything. I just want to throw that out there first and foremost. I don't know everything. But when it comes to financial literacy, that's something that I picked up over time and had to learn. It was not taught to me at a young age. And unfortunately, like growing up, like it's just not in our culture. Financial literacy is not. It's being taught now in my, I do teach my kids principles like this, but it was something that was not taught to me. Do not buy an asset, period, if you cannot afford it. Purchasing and affording are two different things. So guys, this is my advice to you when you're looking to purchase a scat pack. This is what I would tell you to do. Follow this formula here. Make sure you can actually afford the vehicle and that you're not putting yourself in a hole for when an emergency comes. You can afford to purchase one and not have your car sitting down while you're making payments on it, because that is how you get your car repoed. We all know that from something being wrong and not being able to afford the car and not seeing it being worth it anymore and letting it go back. Let's try to get around that. So guys, this is Preston from Exotic Car Blacklist. Thank you, my new subscribers again. Thank you to everybody that follow me now. Please hit that like, subscribe, comment on this video, let me know what you think. And please, please, please take a look at the merch. Go pick some merch up. Help your boy out. Let's grow this page. And I thank everybody on this. Every once a month, I'm gonna select a person to get a free item from my store, whether that's a hoodie, whether that is a shirt. So it's between hoodies and shirts, that's it. So once a month, I'm gonna select somebody to get it. I've already selected somebody this month, so next month we'll do the drawing again. So thank you guys. In the meantime, I look forward to bringing you guys more videos, and let's stay financially literate, and I'll see you guys later. I'm out.